I wasn't going to talk about this, but this was pointed out by some of our viewers. It is absolutely the case that Piers Morgan and his producers doctored my appearance on his program last week. I'm going to give you some of the background on this, and we are going to look at a clip in a moment. But to sort of put it all out front, when I appeared on the Piers Morgan program, I was not given any release to sign where I acknowledged that my statements may be edited or doctored or truncated. I was not told by anyone there that they may chop or modify what I said. And they did that, okay? And I wasn't even going to bring it up. I didn't realize how obvious it was. Other people found it. Here is just one example, and you will notice that there is a very abrupt cut. And indeed, they cut stuff out that I said. Now, I'll tell you what it was that I said in a moment. I think the visual is important, but you might be able to tell that it was cut just from the audio. Let's take a listen.
We can discuss that part later, but I think Trump's going to lose either way.
It was right there. Okay? It was right there. I'm going to go back again a few extra seconds and see if you can catch it.
Currently is spewing out from every Democrat pore might be tempered by a pretty hard reality shock if it plays out the way Alan suggests.
Well, I agree with much of what Alan is saying and not all of it. He's a lawyer. I am not. And to some degree, I don't even know why I'm here, but we can discuss that part later. But I think Trump's going to lose.
Okay, so they cut out an entire exchange there. And I should have recorded it on my end. I'm trying to remember sort of how it went. I was jokingly, at that point, it kind of makes me sound like a prick when I say I don't even know why I'm here. I was sort of just joking around, like, you brought a lawyer on and now you're having me react to what a lawyer said and I'm not a lawyer. And it's like, who am I to even react? I said more about not being a lawyer and this is just, you know, my political whatever. And then Piers said, oh, well, let me tell you why you're here, David. You're here because you are a very compelling speaker with an audience, or, you know, he kind of praised me in some way and we joked. And then I went back to this conversation. Does it dramatically change the understanding of the substance? No, it doesn't. Was there a cut there that definitely changes one's impression of me if you don't know me and this is the first you're seeing? Yeah, I think the way they cut it makes me seem like a little bit of a prick. And maybe most importantly, did they tell me that they were going to make cuts, and there were cuts made, some cuts made later as well, I think, although I really should have recorded it on my own. Yeah, they should have told me. And, you know, we tell guests, even though these are not being recorded live, it is as if it were live. Unless, like, you get disconnected in the middle of the interview, if you swear, we'll bleep it because we're on radio. But other than that, it is a live to tape interview. We are not going to edit this. And if we thought we might need to or had a plan to, I'm trying to think if there have been instances. There really haven't, but we would tell a guest if we were going to do that. So listen, make of it what you will. I think generically it was interesting to be on with Piers Morgan. How much it did to move ahead the conversation on any major issues, I kind of am less sure. But there were cuts made to the things I said. I was not notified in advance, and people can judge for themselves whether there is any problem with doing that. We certainly tell our guests if it's something we plan to do.